Hello YouTubers, this is the Noobifier, and welcome to a discussion about whether or not the MISC Reliant has upset the balance amongst the starter ships. There hasn't really been much going on with the starters since the Avenger TITAN dropped last year. Originally there was only really the Aurora series, with the LN being the top dog. Later we got the Mustang series, which proved to be a great alternative. Now the Mustangs are great ships, but they're also so similar in performance that the LN remained the best bang for buck. When the Avenger TITAN variant came out, it was launched as a tier 2 starter ship and it tossed everything out the window. It's only $5 more expensive than the LN, but it's head and shoulders above. It became hands down the best value and the new go-to ship for new citizens. It's better looking, it has a clutter-free view, an awesome complement of weapons, plus a bed. It literally took all of the best qualities and added a ballistic cannon. With the release of 2.5, we now have the MISC Reliant, the cost-effective alien-looking wing with some forward thinking. So like the Titan, the Reliant is part of what's being called the tier 2 starters. The first time we saw the Reliant was during the PTU for 2.5. My initial impressions when I configured in the hangar was, oh my god, I can mount 2 size 3 weapons on this thing. To put that into better perspective, that's half a loadout of a Saber. I was immediately expecting this ship to outclass the Titan in every category. It flew fine, it was a little bit fragile, but it had no trouble putting damage on the targets. Sadly, none of that goodness made it into 2.5's live. Either deliberately or by a bug, we can no longer mount a pair of size 3 weapons. You are limited to only one and it needs to stay that way. That is literally too much firepower for a small cargo starter. Tons of fun for the pilot, but totally overpowered and impossible to balance. Continuing with the weapons, I'm very against one other design feature in particular, a pair of fixed size 1 guns. Here we have the same issues we had with the Vanguard. Most pilots who aim with gimbals are left with only one choice, melt the Reliant and get something else. Yes, I'm aware that you can fly fixed mounts with keyboard and mouse. However, most pilots won't, so you're shopping for a new ship. This can be a major disappointment for early concept backers who weren't expecting the issue. To further explain my point, I want to highlight another ship to demonstrate how it should be. The Aegis Saber is a perfect execution of a default loadout. It has 4 size 3 mounts. By default, the Saber comes with 2 size 2 gimbaled and 2 size 3 fixed weapons. No matter how you plan to configure that ship, you already have 50% of the loadout you want. The Saber caters to all players universally, and this is simply not the case with the Reliant. The solution then seems quite straightforward. Upgrade the size 1 mounts to a size 2, giving everyone the ability to use their preferred flight style. Now for the important part. If the 2 weapons are buffed, I think it's critical to prevent the pair of size 3 weapons being mounted in the future. I can see that buff working very well with a wingtip nerf for a total of 4 size 2 hardpoints on this ship. That would let a pilot run 4 gimbaled size 1 or 4 fixed size 2. Everyone is happy and the ship is balanced. CIG, I have great faith that you'll get this working well in the future, but can you please consider the entire community when updating the ship? Now on to the big problem, the flight behavior. This ship has a unique flight transition from wing to a standing wing. It's very important that the pilot remembers that all that ship is below them. As I suggested before, the flight model is not behaving as I would expect, and I hope it gets an adjustment in the near future. The pitch axis is very responsive, but the roll and yaw are sluggish to say the least. The ship is very difficult to make drift, but because there's a major variance between the rates, the pilot is forced to fly more like a plane. I found myself rolling and then pulling onto the target, but if you overshoot, it takes too much time to get back on target. So, does the Reliant replace the Titan as my recommendation for new citizens? No. Will it? It will hands down be the best starter if some of the issues are addressed as I proposed. I hope you enjoyed my no bullshit approach. I wanted to mention that I'm hosting a giveaway starting within the next 12 hours for an LTI Prospector. There's no cost to enter, so please stay tuned to watch for the official video. And I also wanted to congratulate some new members of Enemy Contact, Taxitia, Calorician, Starhawk 171 and Piffjar. Welcome brothers, you have the right skill and mindset and we're looking forward to training with you in AC and Star Marine when it drops in 2.6. Please like and subscribe to help me get the word out about Star Citizen. My goal is to grow my channel and I can't do that without citizens like you. Stay safe and I'll see you in the verse.